Hey guys, this is Zach, and today I want to address a conversation I've seen online a million times. It's a conversation I've had face to face as well, and it usually goes something like this: I own X hundred million Safemoon. Am I going to become a millionaire? And usually the rationale that's being linked to it is if Safemoon just gets to $1 or 50 cent, I'm going to be incredibly rich, generational wealth. And in theory, that is correct. If you own, say, 200 million Safemoon and Safemoon went to $1, you'd be incredibly wealthy. And I would expect you to be throwing all your friends and family a party. However, what I want to concentrate on is what does it look like for Safemoon to get to $1? And the reason I want to look at that is I want to see how realistic our expectations are based on the bag size we own. Now, by no means is there any bag too small when it comes to Safemoon. If anything, you probably can't have a bag big enough. But I want to run some numbers. It's something I did with a friend of mine recently, and we went through it all, and it helps put a lot of things into perspective. So first off, we're using the Safemoon. We're using the Penguin Crypto Calculator. We are selecting Safemoon. We're going to enter in 200 million Safemoon, which is roughly at the current rate about $736. And your daily reflections is just under 1 cent a day. What I want to also do is I want to basically set this up to be calculating it based on post consolidation, so we have a really good idea of what things are going to look like in the future as well. So post consolidation, your bag of about 200 million Safemoon would look more like 200,000 Safemoon. The value of that bag would still stay the same, and the reason for that being everything else has been reduced by the same ratio. What we're trying to focus on here is the price. How is this going to get to $1? Well, it all comes down to market cap, the amount of money that's being put into Safemoon. We're currently sitting at about $2 billion in market cap. To give you a reference point, I believe Bitcoin is sitting at around 1.2 trillion, and Ethereum was well above 600 billion. Now, these are numbers off the top of my head, and they may have changed, but it gives you a rough idea. A couple of weeks ago, I remember Safemoon being a lot less than it currently is, which is a great sign because it shows that the growth is happening quite quickly. But what does it look like for the price to get to $1? Now, if we were to change this market cap and say we put in the market cap of something like Solana, which is 50 billion, we are going to get a price of 0.08. Now it's creeping up, right? But if we were to say chuck in another 500 billion, which is huge, we're talking near Ethereum size of market cap. Now you're getting to 87 cents, right? That's good. But what does somebody who owns 200 million Safemoon today, what does their bag look like? And you're looking at $174,000. An incredible investment and an incredible return on your investment. It does require a huge market cap. How realistic is this market cap in the next 5 years? We would all love to believe that it's very realistic, and I'm sure it will be. But even when we reach that flagpole, somebody that's holding 200 million Safemoon today, if they're expecting millions or several millions for that matter, I think a more realistic expectation could be something around this figure here, 174,000. It's not going to be precisely that. There are many factors that need to be calculated and things that we can't calculate, which is, getting to that level of market cap, there's going to be lots of buy-sell trades, and the burn amount is going to get higher and higher, or at least the burn wallet's going to get bigger and bigger because more coins are getting burnt along the way. It may not be 100%. It definitely isn't 100%, I should say. However, it's given you a more realistic idea of what this is going to look like. I mean, we can actually go ahead and alter the current burn wallet, and start playing around this. And I encourage everybody to go onto penguincrypto.com and have a little play with the calculator, get your head around it, and see what that looks like. So if we were to put in, I mean, this is a huge amount. I mean, we're putting in almost double the burn wallet amount, and it shoots the price up massively, right? We're looking at 1.66, but at the same time, your balance is still not in the millions. It's a huge return on investment, and if you were to see what the multiplier on your initial investment was, it would be phenomenal. But I think it's that management of the expectations, and again, this is not to cause FUD, this is not to cause fear, this is not to try and shit on anyone's dreams. This is all about looking at a realistic view of what Safemoon could bring you financially. As a result, I will say this. It doesn't matter if you've got 100 million, if you've got 50 million, if you've got 70 million. Keep adding to your bag, because at some point you're going to add enough for you to be multiplying your initial investments by significant amounts. I mean, to see something like $300,000 come back off, say, even $3,000 investment, which at the moment, Safemoon is much less in value. You have, I think it's about $750 to get a bag this size and potentially get a return on this. So I would say no bag is too small. Pile up your Safemoon. I think one of the important things also to focus on is reflections. No matter how big or small your bag is, you're going to be getting reflections. You're always going to be making money through Safemoon. And obviously, when this volume starts going through the roof, we start hitting 2 to 3 billion daily volume. I mean, you're going to start seeing something near enough a salary, right, in reflections. So I think all of these things are great indicators, but I also want people to be as realistic as they can with their return on investment and their expectations. I hope this has been helpful, and if you have any questions, please feel free to shout out. We're constantly upgrading Penguin Crypto and adding new features and trying to improve it to help us all